friends. Today we're going to talk about counting by 10 off the decade. Now, what in the world does Miss Manning mean by that? Well, counting by tens, what you've normally done is just starting with 10 and counting on, adding 10 each time. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, and so on and so on and so on. Well, that's easy. That's what we've kind of learned in the grades before you. And now we are going to work on counting by 10 or adding 10 to other numbers other than just the decade numbers, the ones that end in 0. And so today, the first number that we're going to look at, or the first problem we're going to look at, is 32 plus 10. So I'm going to start with 32 right here on my 100 board. I also have 32 modeled here in base 10 blocks. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32. Now my action or operation is addition. So I'm adding 10. That means we're going to get bigger by 10. And so when we add on our 100 board, we can count on forward to the bigger numbers to add. And we go backwards to the smaller numbers to subtract. So let's look at 32. If we're going to add 32 plus 10, I can count on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 32 plus 10 is 42. 42 is our answer. Now, I want to model that in a little different way with these base 10 blocks right here. Right now, I have 32. 3 tens and 2 ones. 10, 20, 30, 31, 32. Well, if I'm going to add 10, that means I've got a new 10 that we're going to put into our math story right here. So now we don't have 3 tens anymore. We added a 10, and let's see how many we have. 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42. Same answer we got with the 100 board. So I want you to notice that the only thing that changed was the number of tens. The ones stayed exactly the same. See, there were no ones in the number 10 to add. We just have a 10, 0, 1. So that's why I just added a 10 stick. I didn't add any one little 1 blocks. So let's step it on up. Now that we're at 42, let's do 42 plus 10. Well, I've got 4 tens here. I'm going to add my new 10 to my story. I'm going to slide them over right there, put them right there. The only thing that changed was the number of tens. Instead of having 4 tens, now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens. And 2 ones. So it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52. So 42 plus 10 is 52. Now let's look over on our 100 board and see if that is true for here. So let me erase our work from the other one. We're at 42 plus 10. And we know our pattern that we discovered in class was that if you just look at the number underneath it, that is 10 more. And that is very true. But we're going to add on our 10 just to make sure. We're going to do it both ways. So I'm going to add 10 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10. And 42 plus 10 is 52. Same thing we got here when we added them like this. So every time you move down on the hundreds board, you're adding 10. So we're going to count by 10 off the decade, starting with some numbers other than 10. So let's look at the fives, column of fives here. I am going to cover it up, the rest of our 100 board up, so that we can only see that. It kind of helps our brains keep things a little bit simpler there. Let's just look at this one. 5 plus 10 is 15, plus 10 is 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 105, 115. The only thing that changed is the number in the tens place. All of these numbers in the ones place that I'm drawing a line through are fives. Now look what's changed here. We had 0 tens right here, and then 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens, 4 tens, 5 tens, 6 tens. It gets bigger by 1 every single time. And so you're just adding a 10, just adding a new 10 stick. All right, let's do it one more time on another group of numbers. Let's look at the sevens column. Count by 10, starting with 7. 7, 17, 27, 37, 47, 57, 67, 77, 87, 97, 107, 117. Very good. Now, one more. Let's do the threes. Count by tens off the decade starting with 3. Here we go. 3, 13, 23, 33, 43, 53, 63, 73, 83, 93, 103, 113. Now, the last thing I want to do is I want to model this for you with the base 10 blocks with the threes. Okay, so here's 3. The 3 little blocks, okay? And we're going to add 10 each time and counting by tens, add 10 each time for that. Okay, let's see. We've got 3 plus 10 makes 13. See, we got a 10 and 3. That's 13. 13 plus 10 is 23. Got 2 tens. And 3 ones. The ones didn't change. They're still the same as we had in the beginning. We're only adding 10. So 13, 23, 33, 43. See right here. And then we have 53, 63, 73, 83, 93, 103, 113. And so that is how you count by tens off the decade.